Are you a Patreon creator? Or how about a patron yourself? Hi, I'm Rick Tendo here for 30% Worse, on behalf of my good friend and mentor, Tim Apple. Now, Tim asked me the other day, Rick, how do you think we could improve the experience of people trying to support their favorite creators through our App Store? And if you know me, you already know what I told him. Tim, let's make it cost 30% more. And we'll take away all subscription options for our favorite way. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and make this change by November. Nifty, right? It just works. Now, if you're a creator on Patreon yourself, you may be wondering, where does this extra 30% go? To the artist meticulously handcrafting the content you love? To Patreon itself for reliably maintaining the infrastructure? To a charity covering the cost of Mr. Beast's online reputation management services? You might think so. But as usual, you'd be wrong. That extra 30% you'll be paying and having to charge your supporters will all go to supporting the wonderful features of Apple's hardware and software development. Features such as copying and pasting text, Wi-Fi calling, suicide nets on the Foxconn manufacturing centers in China. Hell, we may even make it where you can play a video game or two on your MacBook Pro. It just works. Now I know what you're thinking. Rick, that all sounds just magnanimous, but what if I like having to throw away my old charger? Good news. You can keep adding to electronic wastes innovatively by being a current Patreon backer and don't unsubscribe. A new backer signing up via Android or via the Patreon website. But rest assured, for those of you who are looking forward to being able to change the battery on your phone someday in the future without having to pay a technician to do it, all you need to do is be any current Patreon creator. Or just sign up on Patreon via your mobile Apple device's Patreon App Store app. It just works. Patreon creators have the option to charge the difference to their Apple App Store customers, or bravely donate 30% of that patron support to our new state-of-the-art ice cream box development and installation team. In addition to giving you the opportunity to buy my wife a new Porsche this year, Apple has mandated that Patreon can only offer monthly subscription models going forward. And Patreon has no choice but to comply or be thrown out of the Apple App Store altogether. And nobody wants that, right? It just works. If you're a creator, you'll also never need to worry again about obsolete garbage like per-creation pricing, pay upfront pricing, or burning a CD with iTunes. Patreon itself is trying to integrate onboarding and migration options to help ease the transition into Tim's dazzling and progressive new deal, which again, does go into effect this November. So if you're a productive panda in the Apple App Store plantation, be sure not to lock in your Patreon pledges before you too have the opportunity to fund my increasingly worrying Coke habit. Or if you already intend to change your pledge after November, rest in the satisfaction that your hard-earned money is helping to prop up one of the world's most innovative and socially responsible megacorporations. If you're a PC or Android user, or if you like flash animations, I guess you'll just have to keep using your USB-C fast charging cable and be able to play any video game you want. It just works. And if you're a Patreon creator, be sure to explain the coming changes in a professional and nuanced way to your supporters. Together, I know that we can do some amazing things. Once again, I'm Rick Tendo. And pay us, or go fuck yourself.